Hello everybody, my name is RetroBoy03, and welcome back to another LEGO video review. Today we'll be taking a look at LEGO Batman Movie, set number 70920, and comes with 293 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for around $30 in the United States. So without further ado, let's get into the review. The first figure included with this set is Batman, and I've reviewed this figure so many times, and you've probably seen this figure so many times that I don't really see the need to put much time into looking at it, because it's just the same one, but nothing new here. I mean, probably the most interesting thing is that his accessory is a grapple gun, as opposed to his more, the batarangs, which are what he normally gets. That's actually pretty cool, since he only gets a grapple gun in a few sets. It's not a very common piece yet, so that's a pretty cool thing to get. Batman's torso is very simple, as you can see. Okay, this is his back printing. Very simplistic. He still has the 3D belt. And this is what his face looks like underneath. Alternate face. What that looks like underneath. So yeah, overall, not a very interesting figure, but I mean, it is still important to get Batman in a Batman set. Although I really wish that he'd gotten the slightly silvery, light blue eyes, because that's actually a really important thing in the Batman movie, how he has those light blue, glowy eyes, and I'm annoyed that in Wave 2 he still just has white ones, because in the $270 Joker Manor set, he had blue eyes, but in all the other sets he still has white eyes. Thanks, LEGO. So the second figure included in this set is Baldy McNosehair, by which I mean Egghead, of course. And this figure is pretty cool, because Eggman is a character from the 1960s classic Batman TV show, so it's great to get him as a minifigure. And he looks pretty alright. Or maybe I should say pretty excellent. No, I shouldn't. But anyway, yeah, this figure's pretty swell. Starting off with his torso, it's simple, but it's nice. I mean, like, you can just see the details. I like the contrast of the two different yellows, as well as sort of the wrinkles they printed on. Egghead doesn't have any back printing, unfortunately, but he does have this nice, what would you call it? Coattail piece, which is in white, and I believe that that's the same cut that they use for Alfred in the Batcave set, as well as in the Minifig Series 2 for Disco Alfred, although I guess this version is exclusive since it's in white without the glitter, so that's pretty cool to get. Egghead's face is a nice print. I mean, it's not too detailed, but I like some of the wrinkles they got in there, especially above his eyes and also around his eyes. So yeah, some pretty nice detail. I like the expression, and probably the most notable part of this figure is the top of his head, because as you can see, he has a very tall, egg-shaped head, which is pretty good. And if you're curious, that is not a new mold. As you can probably tell by the little mark there, this is just a hair piece that goes on top of the normal head, and therefore this piece can be placed on any minifigure. Even Thor. So, yeah. After showing you the majesty of that 2014 Thor head we've all forgotten about, wearing an Egghead mask, I don't really know how to end this segment. So, let's go with Baldy McNose. While Egghead was really cool to get, the best figure in this set is definitely the Condiment King, because wow, this guy is great. And I mean, he's such a ridiculous character. Like, Egghead is fine, but I mean, you can at least center him to some form of reality. But Condiment King is up with the greats of Calendar Man, and Kite Man, and Polka Dot Man. and Clock King. There are a lot of really weird, obscure, nonsensical Batman villains. But anyway, so yeah, Condiment King, he's pretty good. Before we take a look at his prints, though, we do have to take a look at his accessories, which is, of course, his ketchup and mustard ammo pack, as well as his guns. The pack is pretty nice. I like how there's the different yellow and red design on there, and I like the whips used as hoses, but stud shooters? Why? In the movie, these were the, what was it? I believe the squishy pieces from the Simpsons Quickie Mart in red and yellow. And those would have been so useful. Not only would they have been more accurate to the movie, but, you know, they also would have just been usable, because you could have just had them as ketchup and mustard containers, but I understand why LEGO did this. I mean, come on, it's a play feature. You can shoot ketchup and mustard. Also, it's cheaper. I'm pretty sure that's the actual reason. They didn't have to re-release a piece from like 3 years ago that they never use, aside from the Quickie Mart and a minifigure from the Simpsons minifig series, and make that in 2 new colors. This was just a lot cheaper. And if you're curious, you do get 2 extra red and 2 extra yellow studs. But removing Condiment King's awesome pack and accidentally firing off a ketchup, just give me a second to retrieve that. With his gear removed, we can take a better look at the figure, starting off with his torso, which is a pretty nice print. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's nice. You have the C with ketchup and mustard shooting out. I guess that's his logo. You have some straps to the pack, and then you just have some muscle detailing, I guess. The legs are also pretty funny. As you can see, he just has his tidy whities printed on. If you're curious, those are dual-molded legs, so that's a really nice detail to get. No back printing on Condiment King, but then we have his face print, which, just removing his helmet, which I believe is a new color. There is a little problem with this face print. Well, actually 2. First off, as you can see, just comparing it to, say, Egghead, the skin tone isn't quite right. I mean, it's better than on a lot of other figures that have the skin tone printed on a different color besides, well, just being a skin tone head, but I don't know. I really wish that maybe LEGO had put on an extra coat of paint, but because the other problem also involves there only being 1 coat. As you can see, I've had this figure for like a week, and a little bit of the paint has already chipped off of the top of the face where you put the helmet on. That is not good. I hate it when LEGO minifigures paint is so weak, and it always happens on characters like this, where it's a head that has the face a different color than the actual head, or just like really close to the top of the head, a different color, and that paint always chips if you put any sort of headgear on top. I really wish LEGO would fix this. It's so annoying. Anyway, Condiment King's other face is, well, he's been enjoying a bit of mustard now, hasn't he? Honestly, I think I like this face a little more, because Angry Condiment King, I'm not too sure about. This guy, this is my Condiment King. Honestly, I don't know how to end this segment, so I'm just gonna... Aliyah! So here we have the build of this set, which is the Death Egg Robot from Sonic 2. Oh wait, no, sorry. This is Egghead's Mech from the Lego Batman movie. Although, let's be real, it just looks like a white version of the Death Egg Robot. Especially with the short, stubby legs with broad feet and these little weird side panels. But, I mean, come on, it just has a similar shape. I mean, that might just be because it's an egg mech, but I don't know. I mean, it also has the 3 spinning fingers, although here that it's an egg beater instead of claws, but I'm getting ahead of myself. To start with, just the cockpit. You can open it up and just place your Egghead minifigure inside. However, there is a pretty cool choice here that I really like. For the levers, instead of using the standard Lego lever piece, they use these little mini builds, I guess, of this piece and a little thorn. And what's great about that is that it's much easier and much less fragile to just pop his hands in there, since it's just a lot easier to get. I really hope LEGO does this design more often. It's good. Egghead's, let me just move these up so you can get a better look at his feet. The Mech's feet are a bit interesting. I mean, I like that they're not super plain, but they could have put maybe a bit more detail in here. Also, I'm not a big fan of the tan. But there is good articulation for his legs, although, again, they don't look that good. I mean, like, just the black and light gray, dark gray, actually. Yeah, I wish they'd put a bit more effort into that, but it works. And for his ball joints, you have one here at, I guess this would be the knee, and then one up here at the top. The foot can't move independent of the knee, but that's fine, because this is a $30 mech. And honestly, like, again, you can get a lot of good poses with this guy. Like, can you, let's just see what we can get. Oh, we can do this. He can be standing on one foot, entirely lunging forward. That's how stable this guy is. It's so good. Anyway, looking at his arms, we'll start on this side where you can see that there's a sticker here that says that this arm is the Beat-O-Matic. We have just some nice details here on the sides. You can spin this and, well, also this, I guess. This is on a ratcheted joint at the top of the arm, but the bottom half is on a ball joint, and it's an egg beater. Those bits are on mini ball joints, so you can just move those in and out as you please, but I'm not going to do that since it's hard to get this into a good pose. And then you can just spin it around and boom, beat eggs. Or you could grab a Batman and spin him around, but I'm not going to do that because, again, difficult. Anyway, on this other side, you have a chicken, and here we have this great printed piece, which will be a bit easier if I remove this disc. It just reveals a bit more. You can see that there are two settings, scrambled and fried, as well as this is a free-range egg blaster, so that's good. On the front, I'm just trying to pick up that disc I knocked off a minute ago. Give me a minute. Okay, so you have that nozzle, and then the feature here is you have a disc shooter, so you can just push on this and hopefully not have your finger in front of it. Take two, I guess. I am horribly incompetent. There, we got an egg to shoot out. And, yeah, it's actually a pretty awesome thing, because the set includes 3 of these really nice 2x2 printed egg tiles. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I love it. And I really hope that LEGO releases those tiles outside of this set, because they're just so good. But yeah, then on the back, I mean, the mech's a bit less interesting, but you have a little hose connecting to the arm. You have these 2 little black and red tanks, but then the cool part is up here, where you have the egg explosives tank, and there isn't a feature here. You can't deploy these or anything, but it's still nice. You have 3 little Angry Birds egg pieces in here, which is nice. And of course, if you wanted to, you could just remove those and give one to Egghead. But yeah, so it's nice to get 3 of them in this set, and as you can see, they are actually a bit staggered. They are on different levels. And up top, we have what I guess is a fake chicken. And then we have 2 other stickers on the sides that just show some ventilation, I guess. So the one thing I don't like here is how it's attached, where we just have this 2x4 column with just these little lines for detailing. That looks really lazy. I wish LEGO would put a bit more effort into this, given it a bit more shape. Maybe made it a bit more round, goes into the mech a bit more. I don't know, it just looks weird. But yeah, so that is the Egghead mech food fight. And now let's go on to the final Baldy Mick. No, I'm not dealing with it no more. No. So now that I've killed Sonic, let's move on to the final verdict. So, overall, would I recommend the Lego Sonic the Hedgehog Death Egg Robot, the Lego Batman movie Egghead Mech Food Fight set for $30 US? Heck yes. I mean, come on. This set is great. You get a Batman, you get 2 awesome villains, the mech build is very innovative, very unique. There is not another Lego mech that looks anything like this. I mean, it comes with some pretty cool pieces, like that unique disc print, the eggs, the Angry Birds eggs, a plain unprinted chicken, which I think might be exclusive, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, overall, I would rate this set an A. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so maybe I lied. I mean, that's the end of the review, so if you were only here for my LEGO videos and you only watch this channel for LEGO videos, then you might as well exit off here, but if you're interested in my Sonic the Hedgehog-based videos, whether it be my upcoming review of Sonic 1, or my incomplete Let's Play of Sonic 2, you may be wondering why there haven't been any videos, or well, why the review hasn't come out yet when I said it would be out before Christmas, and why the Let's Play hasn't had an episode in about a month. And don't worry, neither of these are canceled. It's just that I accidentally, about a month ago, I went to my dad's house a couple weeks before Christmas, and I may have left my copy of the Sonic Mega Collection there, so I can't record any footage until I get that back. But luckily, that will probably be next week, so their review will be going up as soon as possible because it's nearly finished. I just need to get a bit more footage and then it's done. And then as for the Let's Play, yeah, that will be going up. An episode of that should be out sometime within maybe a week and a half. And the review should be out within 2 weeks. And after that, I'm going to try to get an episode of the Let's Play out at least once a week, possibly twice a week. Probably going to be once a week, though, let's be honest. And then there will probably be a review of Sonic 2 coming in a couple of months, a bit after my Let's Play. So yeah, that's just a bit of a schedule. And then I will probably not be doing a walkthrough of Sonic CD since I'm not buying it for $5 on Xbox Live, and I'm also not gonna spend, like, however much money it costs to get the Sonic Gems collection. So I'm not sure if I'll do that. I might at some point, but I'll probably jump to a Let's Play of Sonic 3 and Knuckles beforehand. Also, another thing, because I'm just keep going with these news for those stuff, I am going to be doing a Let's Play of Sonic 2 as both Sonic, which is obviously going up, the Sonic and Tails run. I'm also going to be doing it as Knuckles, although I'm not sure if that'll definitely be shorter, and I'm not sure if I'll do that as like just a couple of short, like, highlight style videos. Whether that'll be more, or whether I'll just live stream that, I'm not too sure, but yeah. So that's really all I've got to say in this update, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for sticking by this channel when there hasn't been a lot of content in a while. I've been going through a bit of difficulty recently, and I'm glad that you guys have stuck around. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.